And good morning, everybody. It is Fabulous Friday featuring the wonderful Leslie Lockhart, who is the owner of Positively Apex and the whole Positively community thing. You are wonderful, Leslie. You do so much for the community, getting people together, having a jolly time. Tell us more about you and your mission behind this.
Yeah, so thank you, Claudia, for having me on here. I know we've been trying to do this for a long, long time, and we've known each other for a long, long time now. And you also do fabulous things in the community as well. And have definitely helped me several times with personal struggles. But I'm excited to work with you. I'm excited to be on here and tell everyone in your world what I do. So yes, I have a career in marketing and PR. I used to work in the entertainment industry because surprise, surprise, I was a theater major in college. And so I always wanted to be an actress, which side note, I am finally acting again this year a lot. But I didn't want to make it a career. It's just too risky. I'm more of a stable person. And so I worked in the entertainment industry and found myself, because of my creativity, working in marketing and public relations. And after college at UNC Chapel Hill, I moved to New York and then LA over the course of 10 years and came back to North Carolina almost 2 decades ago. But I started my business officially about 11 years ago now, 2014. It started with a opportunity because I needed a job doing a neighborhood magazine in Apex through a franchise company that I still am in tune with. And did that for 10 years ultimately. But it was just too expensive to do a monthly magazine. It was all based on ad sales, and the community loved it though. But along the way, I found a talent for events and just creative strategies for marketing and really getting out in the community and helping people. So that's where Positively Apex was born a few years ago, as more of my public side instead of just where the magazine went. So fast forward, I am now doing not just events and marketing locally for businesses in the area, not just Apex, but across more Southern Wake County, but expanding, hence the Positively Community brand being born recently, because I started a series of community resource guides for different towns. And right now we're doing Apex and Holly Springs, and then we'll be expanding.
I know, it's exciting. Well, I'm in both of them. So it's, I think it's great because people do keep a resource. And there used to be the old yellow pages, but that was like a whole massive, the big yellow Bible. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. But you know, it was like,
it was.
I know, but you go, oh, and then go like that when you were turning the pages.
Well, even in the back old days, the old days, the people were in there too in the white pages part, and that's how you found people's numbers.
I know, and their addresses. So yeah, it's quite. I don't think that happens anymore. So no, it's. I mean, I remember it well. The good old yellow pages. You know, we loved it. So, and this is similar to what you're doing, but you are putting a lot of fun things in there as well. And, you know, and people are able to advertise. And I think it's great because people do like to have that magazine. And it's, I believe it often goes perhaps in the toilet, but anyway, where people might peruse it, or on the coffee table. But it's where everyone may sit for a long time. I do not know.
Honored to be read on the toilet, because that is for your most private time.
And the thing is that, Leslie, I love you because you are so much fun as well. I mean, you know, you have all these great photographs up of yourself in all these wonderful costumes, and because that is who you are an entertainer. And you know, and you love to make people feel jolly and happy, and yeah, it's great. And I know you have actually got some shows coming up soon yourself. You're Annie.
So I'm in Annie on Miss Hannigan.
Yeah.
It's kind of a dream
Annie
role.
Herself, but
yeah. My daughter is also in it. It's her first show, and she's just an ensemble orphan. But she has actually more work than me as far as like choreography and stuff. But I miss Hannigan. I get to be mean and drunk. Perfect role for me.
Oh my gosh, it'll be
But
absolutely
that's
brilliant.
in November. So if anybody's seeing this, happens to be, it's going to be like a couple of weeks from when this is released, or I don't know when this
It's
is released.
20th and 21st. So it's so yeah. No, I'm
21st,
absolutely delighted
22nd.
for you. Oh, there you go. I got that wrong.
Yeah.
No, I'm absolutely delighted for you that you're getting to do that. And then together you do a lot of work with other people in charities. And
Mhm.
this is where you and I collaborating at the moment, because you've invited me to say, how can I help? And I said, well, I can do some comedy stage hypnosis shows for these.
Yeah, so I didn't mention my tagline on my business is share good, do good, create connections, and grow businesses. So everything I do, I try to fall in one of those buckets.
Yeah, there you go. And you really do, because when you give back, it's and people do, they always say wonderful things about you, Leslie. I don't know if your ears are ever burning, but people always talk very fondly of you because you really do give back and create, happy spaces for people. So I don't mind saying I am honored that, you and I collaborating together. And if you like, you're my agent.
Yeah.
So
Well, that birthed the whole like another arm of my business. So I actually have 5 brands now, or 6 brands. So I have Positively Community, which is like now the parent brand for everything as I grow, and then a Positively Apex, which is my original first subsidiary, and now Positively Holly Springs for the community resource guide. But I also have Positively Apex Right Along with the Song, which you need to do with me, which is the carpool karaoke interview thing, and then blog, and then I have Positively History, which now I'm trying to work on doing like history tours, ghost tours in Apex, and then Positively Productions, which is truly because just for entertainment, though what we're doing does do good. I also have a dream now that I'm back in acting to do more like shows and things like that that I want to do or bring to the community, and so that's my kind of new arm to do that.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and it's helped because you do know so many people, and people have non-profits, and they've all been in touch with me. And you're organising, doing the tickets a lot for the sales of these events, the comedy stage hypnosis shows. Because, like you said, I mean, I like to help people, and at the root of it, I always believe that laughter is the best medicine. A good old belly laugh will clear an awful lot of horrible feelings that we can have, because life is like that. We know that it's always going to be up and down. It's how we manage it, and if we can add in a bit of humor in there, then it's just so much better. Learn to laugh at ourselves. Don't take ourselves so seriously. And if people want to judge us, let them.
Yeah.
It's their issue. I don't need to know what they're thinking. Let them get on with
Yeah.
it.
I'm always saying that, like, I'm always authentically me. And I mean, I try to be appropriate most of the time, but I'm also kind of like, well, if I'm not that person's people, then I don't need to work with them or whatever. So
No, so just let them go. And so yes, we have got some shows coming up that and they're in. I'll put the link in the comments because I've got a page. It's claudiarickardevents.com, and you have organised a lot of those events for me. So and a
very
lot of
exciting. I'm so glad I could help you start your superstardom.
Oh, well, I don't know. We'll wait and see. But you know what? I am not the star. I'm not the star of the show. I just literally will guide it, just like I do in my sessions anyway. The client is the person who's
Yeah,
making the change work.
yeah.
I don't tell
I
people.
just want to put this out there on recording that if you do start getting like big time shows across the world, then I expect free tickets for life.
Ah, okay. There you go. Free tickets for Leslie. It's on here. It's recorded. There you go.
Yeah.
It'll be on YouTube. So yeah, if we got it there. So yeah, well, why not? Who knows what will happen? But like I say, I won't be the star, Leslie. It's the people up on stage. They're the stars of the show. And I just will literally encourage, of course,
Mhm.
that
Plant
they
those seeds.
that they will do some interesting things. However, that everybody will leave feeling so much better. They'll grow in their confidence, their well-being. They'll sleep well that night, most definitely, and they'll conquer a lot of fears. Actually, it's you'd be surprised what people can overcome because of that. Being up on stage, so it's yeah, it'll be very interesting. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
So what's next? I mean, you've got all these things. Anything else? Anything else that's going on?
Oh, well, right now I'm just deep into trying to get the first Holly Springs guide done because as you can imagine, the first edition is always the hardest because you're collecting everything from scratch. I'm
Hmm.
trying to evolve in a way while I'm learning through doing different towns where I can duplicate it so I can franchise ultimately and even nationwide where someone could buy the rights and they have a training packet and I help them, but like it'd be positively Denver, whatever.
Yeah.
And so I'm working also on the legal end, like, copyrights and trademarks and just all the things just put in place and also feedback on, how to duplicate it and contingency plans if somebody doesn't work out and all that stuff so that I can't I've been pretty much a one woman show for 11 years and I can't do all that. I've had a couple salespeople helping me with the guides, but it's a lot. And especially because Apex was, I started my business in Apex. I know Apex people. I know I have resources. I have connections and I know a lot just from being there a lot, even though I don't live in Apex. I identify as an Apexian. But for like Holly Springs, even though it's right there by Apex, I know a lot. I don't feel confident that it's fact. And so this has been a learning experience of how do I start collecting the content accurately um, via when I don't know the town. So I have to find a trustworthy person. But it's been a great learning experience because the person I kind of hired as my publisher and training for, in theory, the future Holly Springs ones didn't work out the way we thought they would. And they're great, but it just wasn't their forte for the content part. So I'm kind of with the help of the wonderful local resident and friend of ours, Christine Wallors. She's not only helping me with sales, but she lives in Holly Springs and she has a lot of connections. So she's helping me, but like that was like, oh, I need to have these processes in place because if I get farther away, like I've already been contacted by somebody that's interested in Positively Wilmington,
Nice.
Positively Burlington, and I'm not ready to go outside my media area yet, but I will be, and I'll have to start figuring out all the things that are behind the scenes and like, how best to
Yeah.
treat
So you'll
someone.
trademark Positively Community, and then it'll have
Mhm.
the TM. Yeah, and it does. It can take up to a good year plus
Mhm.
for the trademark to come through. Mine has finally come through for the Bunny Talk process,
Right. And
and
Positively Community, I've talked to my lawyer, may be hard to trademark because those are two common words, though the way I'm using them is different. And I haven't seen anything. Anyway, it's a
yeah,
whole thing.
yeah, it is a whole thing. And then it's there's a
And
lot of work behind
expensive.
the scenes. Yeah, I know. There's a lot of work behind the scenes that people go, oh, it's so easy for you. Da, 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 da. No, there's a whole iceberg
Yeah.
of
And I'm
stuff.
juggling the ad sales, which is what pays for it,
Mm,
and the design kind of concept, which I do work with a graphic designer, the content, and then we have in the guides, we have coupons, we have a directory section with listings and it's curated, so only limited numbers per category can be in there.
yep.
History, things to do, government information. I actually yesterday just found out the town of Holly Springs is going to officially partner and provide us some information, but also get a couple pages dedicated to what they want to put in there. So that's really
Oh,
exciting.
nice. Oh, good, good. Yeah, no, that's good. It's so anybody watching this and wants to get in touch with Leslie who thinks that because this goes worldwide,
And it
people
starts
watch
at just
it.
$99. Like this is going to be the go-to resource for prospective, new, and longtime residents in that town. So Apex is already out. The first one was already out. So now we're working on the second, which won't be quite as hard. It's more about the ads and updates.
Yeah.
But it's online and it's hyperlinked. It's great for SEO. There's just different opportunities. So directories, coupons, and ads are the ways that businesses can pay to be in there. But even just a directory is $99 for the year per edition. And I do give discounts for doing more than one
Yeah,
listing.
no, I'm in the directory for both, so yeah, it's no, and what I was also mentioning is that anybody thinking, oh, I've been looking for something I can do, and they might think, oh, well, how do I, and I don't know how to start it, but what you're saying is that the franchise, because you're going to actually have it as a whole framework that people can work from, then that might be something that people can do in their area if they're that way inclined and want to do it.
Absolutely. And I mean, we're trying to even get as detailed as here's standard content pages, here's templates that just be plug and play.
Oh, I think it's a great idea. Like, because we go back to what we were saying before, people do still like to have their little go-to place, because they sit with a cup of coffee and they sit, or tea, that's tea actually, and they go through the magazine. It makes people sit down sometimes. And it's, I know we can Google stuff, but actually it's just sometimes just so much nicer and saves your neck a bit better.
Yeah, and also the internet and technology is now overwhelming. And if you have this curated thing and you're like, say you're looking for a dentist or whatever, and you're like, oh, let me flip through this guide and see who the two dentists are they have in there. And why don't I consider them first? Because it's right there and selected for me.
I prefer that, what you've just said, than trawling through, because I don't find what I went to look for. I end up finding all this other rubbish, because other things, someone goes ping, 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 and then I'm distracted. Right. I didn't do what I wanted to do. Whereas if you've actually gone to the magazine, what you wanted, you will do it. So it actually keeps you more focused on what you want to do.
If you do get sidetracked, because the world of ADHD now is going to be there waiting for you the next time you're on the toilet, and you go, oh yeah.
There you go. So
everyone should grab a couple copies so that you have one by the toilet and one on your coffee table for any guests or whatever.
Yeah, well, it's true, because it's a pretty magazine,
Yeah, nice. And anybody can pick up a copy of the Apex version at the visitor center in downtown Apex, among other places, but that's going to be the most primary spot for it.
Yeah, always the visitor centers they'll be at. So I think they're useful. Oh, Leslie, it's been a joy having you on here, and I will see, because I'll be seeing you at the shows anyway, so no doubt you'll be up there as a volunteer on at least one or two of them.
I'm excited about these shows. People go into the link and buy tickets. It's for good causes. It's for great fun. Claudia's amazing. You can go to all of them even, and you'll get a different experience every time. Yeah,
well, you will, by the sheer nature of it. I mean, I will make adaptations, because there are some things that are like more animal focused for the charity. So obviously
holidays,
there's Christmas ones. So there'll always be a couple of changes. But every show's different, because the volunteers are always different. So it'll always be a change up. Anyway, thank you for watching, everybody. Thank you for coming on, Leslie. And it's goodbye from me, Claudia Rickard, and it's goodbye from Leslie
Lockhart of Positively Community, Positively Apex, Positively Holly Springs, all the things.
Take care, everybody.